Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Stephanie. I will be doing an oracle card and a crystal card reading for the week of October 28th through, and I have to look because this just seems unbelievable to me, November 3rd. So October is done before, it seems like before we even got into it. We did reach, I announced last week that I would do a contest and give away a free reading when I reached 200 subscribers to this YouTube channel. So that happened this week. Thank you all for subscribing. I'm recording this video a few days before Sunday because I will be away this weekend at an Akashic Records workshop. So as soon as I draw the person's name, I will post it below this video. So congratulations to the winner in advance. And just send me an Etsy convo or an email about what reading you would like, and I will get to that next week when I return from the workshop. So that is also something exciting, is I am learning to read the Akashic Records, and I will be starting to offer readings. I'm going to guess before the first of the year, maybe December, maybe beginning of January. So look for that in my Etsy shop. I am going to use Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle this week for this reading, and I'm doing a new 4-card spread. That will be the reading that's 50% off this week in my Etsy shop, so I'll put a link to that below. It's sort of a past, present, future, or what's affecting your current energy and what the potential outcome could be, with an additional card for clarity from Spirit. So it's a reading that I love. I love this deck, so that'll be in my Etsy shop this week. And let's get started. So again, this is October 28th through November 3rd. Sorry, the cat is behind the window blind. I am using Crystal Card Deck number 2. These are available at healingcrystals.com. And the one that comes out is Striped Brown Jasper, which is a really great grounding card. It's great for the root chakra. It's not quite as almost sedating, or doesn't have quite as much of a heavy meditative energy as some of your other grounding crystals like onyx or hematite or black tourmaline. It's got a really gentle grounding energy. So its 3 keywords are grounding, stabilizing, and protective. The jaspers are such beautiful crystals, almost like gazing balls, where you can just sit and look at them and look at their stripes, and look at, some of them have a little bit of what's called chatoyancy or iridescence to them. So they're just really nice crystals to have on hand, inexpensive, common. You can pick them up at most crystal stores. And then the mantra you can work with this week is, I steadily work through all challenges in my path. So we just came out of a full moon last week, which had a lot of release energy. So this is kind of on the heels of that, I steadily work through all challenges in my path. That's going to be the energy for this week. That where you can see it. So then we will use, again, I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle. And we'll see what comes up. This should be interesting with the brown jasper energy. Sorry, cut myself off there. The one that pops out is By the Book, which on its face is super similar. It seems like this happens all the time now, and this is not something that used to happen with my readings, but I like it. So color-wise, they're super complementary. The brown jasper, the desert, the elephant energy. By the Book is the number 11 card, which for those of you who are into numerology is 11 is always a good number to come up. So By the Book says, Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles, and they are just as real as the law of gravity. So, I mean, they are metaphysical laws, but they physically affect us and are very real too. Um, these principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being the rebel and flouting them. Interesting. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. Which I think is against the nature of many people is to sort of not conform and want to find your own way. But what this is saying this week is sort of submit to that grounding, stabilizing, protective energy. We're coming out of a really big release, a really big healing time with the full moon last week. And let me read that again. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. So, it's saying that same thing that we talk about all the time about going with the flow. If it feels like you're swimming upstream, it's not the right thing to do at this moment. Release resistance because there's something bigger going on that maybe our human minds can't understand. So release that resistance. Follow the rules this week, even if it seems like I'm not a rule follower, and see what happens. See if it brings you a little bit of peace. See if it brings you a little bit of harmony. See if it brings good things into your life that would not otherwise have come in if you followed your normal pattern of not following the rules. Or maybe your normal pattern is to initially say no to stuff or balk at things and really some of us are indigo children that our first reaction is just to be like, no, no rules for me. So this week, be open to following the rules and seeing where that leads you, seeing if it brings a different energy into you. See if the universe has something planned for you that maybe you are only going to be able to accept if you follow the rules for it. Open your eyes to universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. So, interesting. So that's our energy for this week. Just get into that grounding, stabilizing, protective energy. Go by the book, follow the rules, and see where it takes you. So I'll be interested to check back in with everybody next week and see how many of us were generally rule breakers, how many were rule followers. Did it bring anything new into your life, any new energy, and what are your thoughts on this? So feel free to leave me a message below. Again, I will post the name of the winner for the reading just below this video, and check out my Etsy shop for the reading that's half price this week. So I will talk to you all soon.